Welcome to This Week in BJJ, the only show running the gamut of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and running it live every Friday night.
Hello guys, welcome to a new episode of This Week in BJJ. Today is September 29th, and I'm Budo Jake, and I'm excited with our new table mics here. We had lapel mics for a while, and this is something that I'm real happy about. Dane, what do you think about those mics?
These actually look pretty great. People don't realize too, we could feel the lapel mics on our collars for a while, so it was always sort of like this weird bit of anxiety to like hold still so it wouldn't flop around. So this is actually way more comfortable.
Right. So what have you been up to lately, Dane?
I had a great week training, but I'm really excited because next week I'm going to be doing Draculino's competition training camp. And I saw the outline last night, and it looks really awesome. Plus to learn from a guy like Draculino, right? Yep.
I've trained with Draculino a few times. Very talented, great instructor. And it seems like at the Gracie Baja headquarters, all the best classes are always in the morning.
Right.
And that's why we had that conversation. It's like, Dane, you got to adjust your schedule to go to this thing.
I actually... for like a year, I was training in the mornings because I work nights, and I've got to admit, it's awesome being done at the end of the day. Because everybody, I think, has the 5 o'clock lull, and you kind of have to get yourself hyped up to train. But to be done, then done, and go home and relax and go to bed is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Most of us have day jobs, I would suspect. You guys in the chat room, I'd like to know how many of you train in the morning versus the night. But I would suspect most people train during the day, or work during the day and train at night.
Yeah, I mean, lucky are those who can train in the morning, right?
Then there's those that can train in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening.
And they're jerks, and they don't count. So how was your week? What have you been up to?
Yeah, it's been going good. Masters and Seniors Worlds is just a little over a week away, which I'm registered for, so I've been training extra hard for that. Also, Otavio is getting ready for his Metamoris match, and rolled with him a couple times last night, and he was in full-on beast mode.
Was he?
Jeez, he tapped me like 5 times in each roll, just all out.
I mean, and to be sure, even on a daily basis, him going light, you still feel his pressure, you still feel his base. So when he's turning it on, I'm sure is another level.
For sure.
Right.
So I want to throw a big thank you out to Itsumo Ahi Tuna Jerky. We don't take a lot of sponsors, but the ones we do are companies that we like to deal with and products that we like. And this is one that I just bought a pack for myself, and I liked it so much I talked to them about sponsoring a show, and thankfully they did. But this is a great snack for if you want to stay healthy. And like I was at a tournament at the US Nationals a couple weeks ago and I couldn't eat very much. This is a great thing to be able to eat a little bit, something that tastes great and is healthy.
I mean, before you're going to compete too, right? You need a little something.
Yep, a little bit of protein. Yep. And for a limited time, you can get a discount on Ahi Tuna Jerky. It's 10% off getting it on Budo Videos or on itsumoahijerky.com. That's ITSUMOAHI jerky.com. 10% off either site. Great stuff. Highly recommend it. And then we got our third guest of the show, Red Stripe Lager. What do you think of Red Stripe?
I love Red Stripe. I like it because it's light. It's a nice summer beer.
Coming up in a little bit, we have Ralek Gracie. It's going to be fun talking to him about all the Metamoris news and just getting to know him a little better. I've never done a formal interview with him, so got lots of questions. Yeah,
it'd be great to pick his brain.
Yep.
So Rodolfo fought in the Brazilian team nationals.
Rodolfo who?
Rodolfo Vieira. It was a great match. I watched the full video. I love how that guy moves, even as a big guy. I remember I'm 175 pounds, and I remember watching him go, and I'm like, I really need to learn how to sharpen up my transitions like him, because you can tell he's always 3 moves ahead, and he can get there when he needs to.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think of the match?
Yeah, I think he had 5 matches total, if I'm not mistaken, and he won them all. GF team won the team trophy, and he won the heavyweight division. We have a video clip of him fighting Herrico Hesley in the finals.
And this kind of illustrates what I'm talking about. Even on the feet, you can see, not right now.
Yeah, he's a fun guy to watch because his stand-up is just as good as his groundwork. Doesn't often pull guard. Oftentimes gets a throw or takedown. His ankle sweeps are really good.
But you watch him scramble a couple times, and boom. And a lot of times you see the heavier weight matches, and it's just they grab and set and push each other around, and that's not how it goes with Rodolfo at all.
Incredible passing.
Right.
From what I heard, we're going to talk to Ralek about this, but I heard he was invited to the Metamoris event, but he rather focused on the Brazilian team nationals because he was wanting to bring the gold medal for his team, GF team.
With how Metamoris looks like it's turning out, you know, if there's another one, I think he may be very excited to get in on it.
Yep. And look at this, talking about moving like a lightweight. Burr and blow, sweep right to the back and to the choke.
Goes to show how much that, you know, keeping a pace can really, you know.
Yep. You very rarely see Rodolfo in a boring match, always pressing the action. Another big news topic for this week was that the IBJJF introduced its black belt rankings. This is something that a lot of other sports have that until now Jiu-Jitsu has not. Each medalist is given points, and you can check out the points and how it lays out on IBJJF.org. But of course, the most points are given for the current champion.
Right.
And people are always asking which championships are the most prestigious. And the point weighting makes it very clear. Worlds is worth seven times, and followed by the Europeans and the Pan Ams, followed by the Nationals, followed by the American Nationals and South American Asian Open. But
so wait, so to be clear, there's different weights to different tournaments.
Exactly. So if you're the current champion,
right,
your 2012 champion, you get three times points. First place is worth 9 points. And if it's at the Worlds, it's 7 times that. It's a little complicated, but suffice to say, the current champion gets the heaviest weighting.
Right.
So a lot of people were surprised to see that Ralek Gracie is not in the top 5.
Right.
In fact, he's all the way down to number 39 on the list. And people were upset at that, thinking that he should be up higher because he's one of the best. But again, he has not competed in IBJJF events recently, so he's not weighted as such. Rodolfo Vieira, who we just saw, is ranked number 1 at 976 points, followed by Bernardo Faria at 963. Then it drops off almost 200 points to go to Buchecha, followed by Bruno Malfacini. You can see the complete list on IBJJF.org. But I think one of the brilliant things about this weighting strategy is it's going to make people more interested in doing the IBJJF regional tournaments.
Right. No, I mean, and the cool thing about it is that with the rankings, you see the points.
Yep.
And so it's not that this is some esoteric thing. Like, you can see the regionals feed into your overall score, and that matters. And it keeps guys active, right?
Yep, for sure. And you might ask, why does it matter if you're ranked? Well, it matters for the IBJJF Black Belt Pro League. There's an event. The first event is going to happen in December 7th, I think the date is. And people are chosen based upon their rankings. So I think we're going to see a lot more turnout for the regional tournaments next year.
I mean, in the greater weight of growing jiu-jitsu, right, this sort of thing, I mean, this may be a bit controversial, but it helps with sponsorships too. Now that you can see names on there, and this sort of ranking thing brings a spotlight to the top competitors.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's also a female ranking. I just want to read a couple of the female names. Number 1, I don't think any surprise, is that it's Gabby Garcia, followed by Michelle Nicolini, followed by Luana Alzaguir.
And this is a pretty big margin.
Yeah, Gabby has 1,500 points. That's Rodolfo Vieira only had 1,000, so you can see how dominant Gabby is compared to the other females here.
Alianza are strong at the top of the female rankings, right?
Yep. Again, check out the complete list at IBJJF.com. One more news topic for today, and that is the Masters and Seniors Tournament coming up on October 7th. What is a Master? What is a Senior? It's ages. Masters is somebody over 30 years old, and a Senior is somebody over 35. So there's a lot of great names, but before I get into the names, let's take a look at a preview clip.
On October 7th, 2012, history will be made, and the wait will be over. The International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation presents the first ever Masters and Seniors World Jiu-Jitsu Championships at the Long Beach Pyramid. And BudoVideos.com will bring it to you live with our exclusive multi-mat technology. All fights will be shown. Mark your calendar and join us for this historic pay-per-view event.
So once again, Masters and Seniors Tournament, October 7th. Some of the names, big names competing, certainly not a complete list, is Brandon Mullins, Milton Bastos, Vitor Shaolin Ribeiro, Eduardo Teles, the Turtle Master, Rodrigo Comprido Medeiros, Gustavo Dantas, Alexandre Paiva, Frangia, Tusa, Hobson Mora, Paulo Gilobel, Alberto Crane, and Kleber Luciano. Again, it's not a complete list, but some of the names that many people will recognize.
And it's worth, I mean, we've mentioned this in the past, but it's worth noting this is the first time an event like this is happening in the U.S. They've had them in Brazil, but this is the first time in the U.S. And also worth noting, they closed registration early, what, like 2 weeks, was it?
Yeah. Yep.
So
there's like 32 pages of competitors. It's an incredible event. 12 mats. It's gonna be a huge event.
So what do you think? I mean, without giving away too much, what do you think the chances are we might see a 2-day event of this?
I would say for sure next year would be a 2-day event. Nogi Worlds is a 2-day event this year as opposed to 1 day last year. So IBJJF does a good job of gauging demand and adjusting things.
Because I heard from a few guys, a couple purple belts, they said they were kind of waiting for the last moment not to get injured, and they, registration got cut off. So I'm hoping it leaves people hungry so that they'll fill the event next time. Because it's great to have an event like this.
I hear that at every event I go to, the people that wanted to sign up that missed the deadline. Just a reminder that when they say that a deadline is a such and such date, they can always close it early based on how many people signed up.
Right. So register early.
Yep, October 7th, $10 for the live pay-per-view. If you don't want to go watch it live, watch it online, get a front row seat, and every match will be shown. One last thing before we get to Ralek Gracie. The Pan 2012 DVD set just came out. This is the first time that it's been a 5 DVD set. It's been, I think, 3 or 4 in the past, but lots of stuff on here. 19 hours, 164 matches, all on 5 DVDs. $69.95 is the price. You can get it right now at BudoVideos.com. Okay, guys, we'll be right back with Ralek Gracie.